Dub Nation, where are you at? Yes, Golden State Warriors fans. C-Train is here at C-Train Station, and we are back yet again early in the week to talk some Warriors basketball. Let's just freestyle. Let's just have some fun. Just generally chatting. Where are we at? Where are you at? Is your week going well? My week's going well. Thank you. I hope that your week is going well too. So, let's just start with it. Hey, why don't I just get into it? Let's go for it. I think that this is just honest thoughts. I think that this current roster, the Warriors roster, the way that it's constructed right now, will get decimated. Yes, decimated in the regular season. I'll tell you the way to beat, and I'll tell you the way to beat the Warriors right now. Okay, so if you're an opposing coach, so I'm giving you the scouting report, unfortunately, and I'm doing this because the Warriors are so simple and easy to beat right now. The scouting report is very easy. I wouldn't do this as a Warriors fan if I thought I was giving anything up, but I think that this is very simple. Watch this. Watch this. So run Steph off the ball, like double Steph. Run him off the ball. When he gets past half court, pick him up with two people. Trap him. He'll have to pass the ball to either probably like a Draymond or a Kuminga. Okay. Keep the ball funneling. Make sure that Steph doesn't have the ball, trap him, get him off the ball, and then hope to funnel the ball to Jonathan Kuminga. Okay, now here's the key. This is what happens. Okay. When Kuminga has the ball, because you're trying to funnel the ball to Kuminga, who is purportedly the Warriors' second scorer right now. I mean, he's technically right now. Sorry, I laugh so much because it's hilarious. I laugh because it's pathetic. Is it like right now, Jonathan Kuminga is like penciled in as the Warriors' second scoring option. So that's what I'm saying. Is like you blitz Steph, Kuminga's going to get the ball. Watch this magic. Flash a second defender at Kuminga. Don't double team him. You understand? Just flash a second defender at Kuminga. Give him a little bit of space. He'll self-destruct. His brain will self-destruct and he will not know what to do because Jonathan Kuminga gets literally visibly confused when he has the ball. You give him a little bit of space because he doesn't want to shoot that three. He's not a good three-point shooter. Two more times, he's not a good three-point shooter. Jonathan Kuminga is not a good three-point shooter. So he's going to get the ball on the wing. You give him a little bit of space. He contemplates that three-point shot, which he's bad at anyways. Then get up on him a little bit and flash that second defender. He'll either make a bad pass, he will dribble into that defense, or he'll force a shot. He's not good when you prepare for him. One more time. If you game plan for Jonathan Kuminga in any way, shape, or form, the man self-destructs. He needs 5 more years of looking at defenses before I believe he would be on the level of a capable player to play with Stephen Curry. One more time. I believe that Jonathan Kuminga needs about 5 years of offensive seasoning before he can make all of those correct, fast twitch, quick, decisive decisions. He hasn't shown it at all. He has not shown the outside shot. He has shown that if you flash a second defender at him, he self-destructs. Go look at the Kings play-in game last season. Look at the Kings versus Warriors play-in game. Kuminga was freaking atrocious. I believe that Jonathan Kuminga played a poorer game than Klay Thompson in that playing game. And the Warriors are betting on him to be your second leading scorer. The Warriors are in trouble. But let's keep on going because we have to have perspective. Maybe I'm just too honed in on the Warriors and I'm like, who is the second scorer? Because they haven't shown anybody capable of that on a go-to, high-level, consistent basis. But okay, let's take it off a little bit. Let's take a look at the entire Western Conference and then hopefully that will give us perspective to then go and use the microscope on the Warriors again. Let's take the Oklahoma City Thunder. They traded for Alex Caruso, one of the best defenders in the league by far. So Oklahoma City, they are easily one of the best teams in the West. They are head and shoulders above the Warriors. But we have to see, okay, last season, head and shoulders above the Warriors. And my contention is the Warriors have maybe stayed as good, maybe got a little worse than last season. My contention is that the Thunder have gotten a lot better. Their younger players will have appreciably gotten better, unlike Jalen Williams, Shai Gilgeous. They aren't Kuminga, baby. They are Kuminga. Those guys win. Those guys helped carry their team to a very good playoff performance. But they got Caruso and they got Isaiah Hartenstein. So they now have like twin towers, and also in Chet Holmgren and Hartenstein, both 7-foot plus players. They also have defensive, just dynamic stoppers in Caruso and Lou Dort. So they have gotten so much better. So much better. And what happens is when you now go back to the Warriors, so now I'll analyze the Warriors a little bit, and they look so appreciably bad compared to the Thunder's move, for example, that it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. The Warriors haven't put any premium talent on their roster whatsoever. So I'll just say this. The Caruso move for the Thunder was a proactive, visionary move. Hartenstein as well. Every single move that Mike Dunleavy Jr. has made, I contend, has been reactionary. They'll never get anywhere with it. They'll never get anywhere with this BS. It's sickening, and it's purely reactionary. So here's what I mean. Anybody could have done what Mike Dunleavy Jr. did. Anybody. These are the most elementary moves, and they're all reactionary. So let's go back to the CP3 Poole one. I truly believe that Draymond Green would not sign with the Warriors with Poole on the team. They ended up giving away Poole. They essentially gave away Jordan Poole for nothing. What ended up to be nothing. CP3 did nothing. They didn't lead the Warriors to the playoffs, and they lost him for nothing. So that was one move that was reactionary. That's a huge net loss. A net loss. That's how you lose championships, and that's how you end dynasties. It's trading away Jordan Poole for CP3, which ended up to be nothing. But we'll continue though. Let's go to this offseason. Klay Thompson was gone. I guess he had told management, that now reports are coming out that he told management before free agency he was gone to the Mavs. Okay. So the Warriors they had to do a sign and trade. I guess they couldn't have, but they essentially were forced to do a sign and trade. So they healed Melton or whatever and Anderson. I don't give them any credit for that. It's all reactionary. All of that was predicated because Klay Thompson left. It wasn't because they were like, hey, I want to go out and get these said players. We're gonna do this. We're gonna manipulate this. It was more like Klay Thompson said, hey, I'm not gonna sign with you guys pre-free agency. So figure out a contingency plan. And the Warriors reacted to that. Horrible. Melton, okay, great defender. He's got a bad back. He missed 44 games last season. I really like slow-mo. Buddy Hield is got it. Okay, Buddy Hield is the Warriors. You look at highlights and you think it's all great, and then you look at all his box scores and it's 21 points, 5 points, and marginal defense. Got it. So it's 30-31. So you're expecting It is who he is. But the thing is that the Warriors got no upgrade at higher level talent. So which is just it's such a shame because the NBA is, you can only play 5 players at once. And so it's just sickening that Moses Moody, for example, could have been paired with somebody in a trade to get somebody back last season. And instead, Moses Moody literally sat on the bench. So it's they just have these assets that they're depreciating and they haven't gotten any value. And when they do try to get value, it's always at its lowest point. And when they have to and they're being reactionary, it's all bad on the Warriors front. I believe they will get absolutely decimated this next season. And also, I believe that probably one of the only good things to come out of what I see in the offseason are going to be I don't know. It's like Brandon Podziemski. I love Brandon Podziemski. I believe in Brandon Podziemski. I think that it doesn't matter if he has all-star potential because I think that he's a winning player regardless. So it's like all-star or not. I take wins over that anyway. So, but it's like if the Warriors are literally, okay, Stephen Curry said that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And the Warriors not only are doing this, they did it last season. Didn't make any trades at the trade deadline, okay? So they didn't make any trades follow me logically. They didn't make any trades at the trade deadline. Acknowledge that they needed to make big deals because they had called about LeBron James. Now we go to this offseason. This offseason, they didn't do jack again. But they acknowledged that they needed to do a huge deal. They acknowledged that they need to make these huge moves because they had a deal in place for Paul George. Everybody had signed off on it. So the Warriors need to do these deals because they have such a need for high quality talent that can score the ball, and they're not doing it. One more time. They have to and need to do these deals. They have acknowledged as much by the Warriors core players like Steph, Draymond, and Kerr okaying a trade for Paul George. We need this high quality all-star level talent. And then they don't do it. And then they're like, wait a second, we need it. We didn't do anything about it. And we're just gonna loaf along. That's not the way. And it's just a really good way to get your butt kicked. And I really want Warriors. I would love for them to surprise, right? I'd love to see Jonathan Kuminga get a couple 36-point games. Why? Because that would be his career high. The dude hasn't scored above 31 in his career. Y'all, Warriors fans, the Warriors are literally dude, okay, Jonathan Kuminga isn't even close. He's not even Antoine Jameson level talent. He's like Lamond Murray level talent right now. And the Warriors have one of the greatest players of all time, and they are going into the season with him expecting to be your second leading scorer. If you expect Jonathan to be your second leading scorer, you have no second leading scorer, and you're going to lose so many games. Jonathan Kuminga is the fourth best scorer on a good team, I would say. Maybe the fifth. Warriors are in trouble. They don't see it. I see it. I said so last season. They didn't see it. I saw it. I was right. They were wrong. One more time. The Warriors, the Golden State Warriors, with all of their doings and not doing anything, they were wrong and incorrect last season. Me, with my criticism and critiques, me begging, pleading, urging them to do effing anything, I was correct. I was right. So I want you all to keep that in the scorebooks because that needs to be important with retention. It's like, dude, you don't want to, you want to listen to C-Train, you want to come to C-Train Station because I'm correct with my analysis. And so we got to remember these times and in the past, this last season, when I was correct with so much of it. Right now in this offseason, when they haven't done jack squat and they're expecting changes, I'm correct and they're not, and they're incorrect. So we got to remember that. Okay. Now, real quick, I am going to give the case against Lauri Markkanen for Brandon Podziemski, okay? Lauri Markkanen has been built up so much that, number one, I am sick and tired of it. The Warriors should have pivoted a month and a half ago when I said on Twitter that they should have pivoted a month and a half ago before that. Anyways, they should have been pivoting. They should have already made a trade for an all-star. They should be looking to acquire their third or fourth all-star by now. And right now, they've done nothing and expected to improve. So they haven't gotten any all-stars. They haven't done anything, and they're expecting to get better. While other teams have gotten all defensive players and are still looking to improve. They've actually gotten better. The Warriors, not so much. Okay, the case against Podziemski for Lauri Markkanen. Okay, Podziemski is just as, if not more, conducive to winning than Lauri Markkanen. Okay, Lauri Markkanen has a better field goal percentage, but in terms of outside shot, Brandon Podziemski is getting there with his three-point shot. It's 40%, 41% for Lauri to 39% for Podziemski. I would argue that with some improvement, Brandon Podziemski is only 21 years old. Brandon Podziemski can get to, if not, I think he can get to Lauri Markkanen's outside shooting ability. How about defense? Lauri Markkanen is not the best perimeter defender. Seriously, he has length and size, but he doesn't have the quickness to stay with a lot of wing players. Now, he does do a really good job of giving them space and then contesting because he's so big. But Brandon Podziemski is 6'4 plus, 6'4 and a little bit, just a shade under 6'5. Okay, look, he can defend the perimeter as well. He can defend wing positions just as well. I would argue that with Brandon Podziemski's ability to take charges, he puts more pressure defensively on teams than Lauri Markkanen does. I give Podziemski the plus in terms of the ability to defend. Rebounding. Brandon Podziemski is a better rebounder than Lauri Markkanen. One more time, Brandon Podziemski is a better rebounder than Lauri Markkanen. The stats are going to show it per 36 minutes, but Podziemski can get boards. Insane. Triple-double threat. How about passing? How about making teammates better? I would say, and I want to say, that Podziemski is way better. Podziemski I put him slightly better. Lauri Markkanen's ability to spread the floor and shoot makes his teammates better. That really helps. That opportunistic space that he provides that other players can fill and dominate in, that is really good. But Brandon Podziemski is an amazing passer, looks for his teammates, is like a prime setup guy. He makes his teammates better. So I ask you right now, okay, who's the better player to have? The guy you have contract control over for like a long time in Brandon Podziemski, or the guy you got to essentially give a max contract to right now? Lauri Markkanen. Lauri Markkanen, does he have a bad shoulder? Is he injury prone a little bit? Check out his games played. How about that? So, when we're talking about Brandon Podziemski for Lauri Markkanen, a lot of people are, just give him up, just give him up. In an ideal world, the Warriors could do something like that, but Mike Dunleavy Jr. doesn't have that. He doesn't have it in him to make auxiliary moves to fill in a roster. He's just not good, but he also doesn't have it in him to make that big splash for the All-Star move. So it's like, in an ideal world, you could, but not now, no. Brandon Podziemski is going to be a player that you need to win in order to win, in order to advance in the playoffs, in order to win championships. He provides that defense, hustle. He is an X-factor player. So look, it is not so cut and dry when we're talking about including Brandon Podziemski in the Lauri Markkanen trade. Hey, I've had fun talking some Golden State Warriors. Let's see what the future has. Let's enjoy watching Steph and Coach Kerr in the Olympics. And let's hope, for all of our sakes, that it's like that the Warriors make a move. Let's hope that maybe instead of just watching did not plays from Moses Moody and Kayvon Looney, let's see those guys out of here for a player that's going to make a good, solid impact. What do you think? Do the Warriors make a move? Comment below. And of course, please like and subscribe. Your subscriptions keep me going, so thank you very much. Coffee and caffeine and like oxygen also keep me going as well. But look, you help keep the C-Train going. You help keep the C-Train going, and we're having fun at the station. Till the next time, I'm out.